Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Mikestand. Looks like there's at least two of us here right now, so that's good to see. Um, oh, now it's saying one again, man. You know, hey, BatGoat. Uh, Goat and Woody are here. Yay! Hey, guys. Hey, all. Hey, BatGoat. Hello. Little Scooby Doo action there. Back. How goes it, Mike? All right. Just seeing what's up. So how was everybody's weekend? I know Batgoat and Solid were there on Saturday when we were all watching Yellow Flash's stream there. How was your all weekend? Woody toys? Hey Batgoat. Really? So how was everybody's weekend? You guys have a nice relaxing weekend? And of course, as always, guys, I do appreciate any and all likes and shares. Helps get the algorithm up and helps, see if we can bring in some more people. A flash stream, yeah, that was fun. Ripper was there for a bit. He's our guy. Yeah, he seems pretty cool. I've heard of him. I've seen some. I haven't actually watched any of his videos, but I've seen his videos come up on my YouTube feed. So my weekend wasn't bad. Didn't do too much though. I'm alone. Yeah. Yeah. Did you explain to Jeremiah that people can go out and get haircuts? um, ATC, Batgoat and Woody, you guys get any cool mail? Huh. Yeah, so there's at least four of us in here, so might get started a little quicker than usual. Um, oh, now we're up to five. Yay, five people. Yay. Nothing yet. I'll keep my eye out. I cut all the boys' hair. Yeah. Hmm. Oh yeah. So let's see, we're at 4 minutes now. So um haven't checked the P.O. box for a few, but now I'm getting excited. Yeah, I still haven't got my stimulus check yet. Uh, yeah, so well, let's see. It looks like we have five people here now, so maybe I'll go ahead and mention what's on tap for tonight. So we have six stories we'll go through. Um, three comics related, three anime related, four of them from bounding into comics, and two from two from CBRs and comic book reviews. Let's see now. My direct deposit 1400 showed up today. Cool. Let me know when you do. Yeah. So, anyways, um, see, among the stories that are up for tonight, that I'll be checking out, include some release information. Let's see. Some release information in regards to a Street Fighter 5 comic book, as well as legendary creator Leiji Matsumoto returns for a brand new Captain Harlock series, and then some DC news as well. We got also some news on Berserker from Keanu Reeves' Berserker, that is. Um, hey, Leto's here. Hey, Leto. Roger that. I can pay my property tax now. I'm coming, Leto. Hey, Leto. I heard a property tax before. I always thought it was a myth. Laugh out loud joke. Just kidding. Um, woke up a little late. I'm late, and so oh boy. How about Leto? TMI, TMI, Leto. Hey, BatGoat. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we got some news on some Berserker news. Got some My Hero Academia news. Um, so, with all that being said, look like we have a few people in here now. So, more down here to Minnesota. I'll move down here to Minnesota. We'll show you all about taxes. Grumble, grumble. Laugh out loud. Late in K is a common chat thing. Yeah, thanks in large part to Nick there, BatGoat. Ah, yeah, Nick's the one who made that one popular. Let's see now. As always, guys, I do appreciate any and all likes and shares. So it can help out with the algorithm and get people, get more people in here. So do appreciate it. Thank you guys again for all that. Give me a moment. I go off camera here. All right, let's see. A few more games. Doesn't make it okay, bat. We just used to saying it. Laugh out loud. Uh, Leto being late and gay is okay. Why? Because this chat doesn't judge. Uh, I mean, us cool people, chat people that are in the know. That's a relief. Life is a highway. I'm gonna ride it all night long. And if you're going my way, I'm gonna ride it all night long. All right, well, we're just past the 10-minute mark, so why don't we go ahead and get started on looking at some of the niche news of the day. So they can pull it up here. The share screen. Here we go. Into here we go. I'll cleaner from MASH. Okay, so excuse me one more time, guys. Gotta just go off camera here for a quick sec. Woody just said something here. Let's see, Woody. What stories tonight? Well, I just went over them, Woody. I just kind of briefly went over them. We got some comic news in regards to let's see, in regards to a Street Fighter V comic book, as well as um, let's see, another new Captain Harlock book is coming out, I guess, or something to that effect. Got some DC comic news. There was an announcement in regards to Keanu Reeves' Berserker series as well. That was pretty interesting. And be looking at a little profile piece on light novels as well. So that's all that's on tap for tonight. I was in a stream earlier and someone said they just realized that sand people are donkeys, and I asked them if they get what they just said, and they said no. Why? I'm like, because that means they're hung like a horse. uh, Possible couch night. Just warning you. Okay. Let's see. Hello, hello. Hey, solid relief. Rest up for headshots. Let's see. Redfield. Let's see. NP BatGoat. No worries. If I'm not doing projects, I'm in bed for streams. Hmm. What time tomorrow? Hey there, it's solid red. Alrighty then. So let's get to the story here then. This first story. There's some more. 2:30 p.m. I'm liking this story. I'm paying attention. Cool, cool. All right. So, anyways, let's get to it then. Um, Street Fighter V Back to School Special. Udon announces new Street Fighter V free comic book day book. So let's see what this is saying here. Udon Entertainment revealed a brand new Street Fighter V free comic book day book. Now, from what I understand, free comic book day, I guess, is a day when I guess it's some kind of like, I don't know if they'd call it as much a convention, but I guess it's something where certain books you can go and get them for free. They giving out, specific comic books. I'm guessing that's what it is, but the book will be written by Udon's director of publishing, Matt Moylan, and will feature interior art by Genzo Man and gorgeous cover by Hanzo Steinbach. Um, the official description reads: Udon Entertainment is moving to the head of the class with an all new free comic book day comic. Street Fighter heads back to school as the world's young fighters flex both their academic and martial arts prowess. It continues. Fan favorites Sakura, Ibuki, Karin, Makoto, and Elena come face to face with a new challenger. the leather-clad motorcycle riding Akira. It's a square off of rival schools in this action-packed one-shot. These are Street Fighter characters. They sound more like Naruto characters to me, but anyways, in the cover, okay, so let's do the thing here. In the cover, you see Akira dealing with a powerful leg kick from Sakura Kasugano. Oh, look at that! That's a little fan service right there. Oh boy, look at that! Oh boy. That's liable to get some attention. Maybe not the right kind of attention, but hey, whatever. Let's see now. Let's see. I know there were some comments. That's like early morning for me. Yes, I'll put off buying cheap trophy supplies till Wednesday. So Leto, what you have for dinner tonight? I wanted tacos. Udon is a kind of noodle, though. Yeah, well, I guess the name of this company, they call themselves Udon Entertainment, but you're right. Udon is like the thickest of the, at least to my knowledge, is one of the thicker noodles. I think. Then you get soba, and then ramen is the thinnest. She wanted Olive Garden, so we just ate soup and salads. Suddenly, I crave noodles. She didn't want anything heavy. So Leto, what soups you have, and was there bacon bits? Laugh out loud. Laugh out loud, just messing with you, Leto. Right, laugh out loud. Okay, so anyways, as we continue on with this, wow, this one went quick. In a press release, Udon states fans of Street Fighter and rival schools will not want to miss out on this winning combo. Choose your fighter on Free Comic Book Day. The book will be 32 pages long in full color. It will be available in local comic shops for a free comic book day on August 14th, 2021. The Diamond Order code is APR210044. That's it for that one. That one was kind of quickie. Quickie. Anyways, as we now have that pack up to 5, that's good. As always, guys, of course, I do like and appreciate any and all likes and shares. As you guys can help me out, see if we can get some more people in here. That'd be appreciated. Oh, um. Anyways, on to the next article here. This is the Captain Harlock one. So this one's actually comic book slash manga here. From John F. Trent. I believe he was the one who did the last article too. So anyway, this is actually from Friday. Legendary creator Leiji Matsumoto um, returns for a brand new Captain Harlock series. Legendary mangaka Leiji Matsumoto is teaming up with artist Jerome Arque, or Jerome Arque, um, for a new chapter in his Space Pirate Captain Harlock series. The series is being published by Ablaze and will be set within the timeline of the original series. Here's a Blaze #1, Captain Hart. Wow, with some more realistic looking art. Pirate Captain Harlock. The original Captain Harlock manga was serialized in Akita Shonen's Play comic from 1977 to 1979. It saw Captain Harlock rebel against Earth's government and take the fight to Earth's oppressors, a race of vegetable-based women called the Maison. Yes, here's the. This might be the original. Oh wait, no, this is I guess the cover for the new Captain Harlock series. One of them. The official description begins set within the timeline of the original series. This brand new Captain Harlock adventure marks the beginning of a new story arc. Planet Earth is threatened by by an upcoming invasion by the Sylvedress, and despite being banished as a pirate, Captain Harlock won't give up trying to save the world. It continues. Another cover, so some variants here. The description adds, this time, the source of danger comes directly from Earth, not outer space. A team of scientists discovers a Sylvedress mausoleum where they find information about terrifying genetic manipulations and a destructive power capable of either providing the Sylvedress with immortality or putting an end to their civilization. It concludes, the unprecedented cold spell hitting Earth might only be a taste of what this new enemy has in store. Will Captain Harlock and his crew manage to solve the mystery and save the Earth from yet another menace? And before we continue on, let's see what if you guys have been seeing. See. Had just basic salad and Alfredo. Let's see. Pasta, not a guy. Oh, sorry. Uh, I'm heating up Vietnamese spicy shrimp noodles with pea pods and lettuce and tomato left over from yesterday. Don't forget, chat. Had a bottle of red. Red a day keeps the doctor away. Red wine goes to my head and then. Uh, that's some cool artwork. Vegetable-based women, count me. Actually, kind of reminds me of that Powerpuff Girls episode where the Broccoloids were invading Earth, and the only way you could defeat them is by eating them. And the Powerpuff Girls are not too kind on the idea, but yet you saw them and like the Broccoloid leaders all, that's disgusting. Harlock looking a bit Kylo Ren ish, though. It's still pretty cool. Wow, we're up to 6 people. Yay, 6 people. For those who just came in, well, now we're back down to 5. For those who just came in, welcome, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. Laugh it out, Leto. The art and the art is God, but trying to be cool like something else, aka Kylo Ren. Um, love you, B40. Sing it. Laugh out loud. My wife said I need to go to AA. Said I don't need an attitude adjustment. I hope for those who are coming in new, are enjoying the content thus far, and hope everybody will make the newbies feel welcome. If we have any newbies or lurkers, anything like that. Anyways, on with the article here. Matsumoto had high praise for Alkie's saying, "I'm very happy that Jeremy Alkie is drawing this story about Captain Harlock. Seeing the manuscript, I could feel the passion that this work was carried out with, and the passion of young people who pursue their dreams. All the details are drawn with great care, and the universe of the series is perfectly reproduced. A day will come when young people will forget their own world, and if I can serve as a launching pad for the fulfillment of their dreams, then I am honored. Thank you very much," he added. Alkie added his own thoughts, saying, "As a big fan of the universe of Leiji Matsumoto and Captain Harlock, it was a real pleasure and honor for me to work on this project." He added, "I hope you will feel all the passion that animated me throughout the project under the benevolent eye of Master Matsumoto. Today, I am delighted to allow Harlock to shine even more and to share this story with the English speaking public." More of the cover art there. Let's see if you guys are saying anything new there. American Airlines, she wants a vacation. Have a laugh. um, I just got more medicine today. My guy said he doesn't know anyone that smokes as much as me. Compliment accepted. Okay, so, anyways, as we continue on, Ablaze's VP of Creative and Business Development, Rich Young, also stated, I grew up watching Star Blazers, and I've always thought Captain Harlock was such a cool character. So I am, of course, thrilled to be publishing this title at Ablaze now. Leiji Matsumoto is a living legend, and Jeremy Alkie was born to draw this book. Their collaboration here is something special. The first issue will feature a cover by Alkie as well as a number of variant covers by Derek Chu, Kendrick Lim, Larix Lee, Yannick Paquette, Miguel Mercado, and Andy Tong. Try saying those names 3 times fast. What a mouthful. The first book in the new series is expected to hit comic book shelves on June 9th, 2021. Oh, there you go. There's that article. Let's see now. Laugh out loud, BatGoat. Mm-hmm. Right. So let's get ready for the next story then. This story by J.B. Augustine, dated yesterday. Um, how loud that go? Number 32 from Cam Rahn Bay menu. D good noodles. Okay, so anyways, uh, it would appear the counter is correct today. Saying we have 6 people, and I counting off the top of my head 6 people. So like it looks like whatever was goofing around with the counter last week is hopefully it looks like it's working now. 4 people participating in the chat. That's okay. Oh, anyways, let's see now. Screen Rant op-ed questions DC's comics continuity changes made. Okay, let me read that again because I don't think I read it quite. Screen Rant op-ed questions DC Comics continuity changes made with Superboy and Suicide Squad. It's by J.B. Augustine. DC's Infinite Frontier begets a new Suicide Squad led by Peacemaker. A creative choice, no doubt, made so as to uh, consonant with James Gunn's upcoming cinematic quasi reboot, but the team's real muscle is another asset Amanda Waller has managed to get control of. And Peacemaker, for you guys who don't know who that was a character that was originally created in Charlton Comics back in the 60s. Basically, he's a gun-toting superhero. Hence the Peacemaker name. Super clone Connor Kent, better known as Superboy, is now working with the squad. However, his membership is not entirely absent of coercion, as Waller is using kryptonite to keep him in line. Plenty of eyes will probably roll at that premise, yet one can't completely write it off as unprecedented. Superboy has a meager history of going on missions with Task Force X, dating back to a time post-crisis on Infinite Earth, dead center in the aftermath of Reign of Superman. In issue number 13 of his 90s solo series, Connor joins an ensemble of the squad whose members include Deadshot, Captain Boomerang, and King Shark. Um, Deadshot, Floyd Lawton, who's basically an assassin, part of Batman's Rogues Gallery. Captain Boomerang, one of Barry Allen, Silver Age Flash's rogues, and King Shark, I believe. I think he might be one of Aquaman's part of Aquaman's rogues gallery. So, on a mission to neutralize the threat of Lady Dragon and the Silicon Dragons. And here's a cover of a Superboy comic from that time. Watery Grave, part 1 of 3. So Superboy there is in the middle there. Behind him to our left, his right is Deadshot. You see Captain Boomerang down the lower right hand corner. King Shark is probably the one in the back there. I don't know who the girl is. Oh no, King Shark's right up front there. The other two they don't mention here, but Maybe some more. Seems legit. Good counter. Keep it up. Yeah, well, it looks like somebody just left us. It looks like we're down to 5 now again. Uh, okay, so anyways, as we continue on with the article here, the mission, mired in deception, ends in a literal bang when Lady Dragon's hideous blows sky hideout blows sky high. In a series of unfortunate events that causes Superboy to contemplate the existential evil of the Suicide Squad. Fast forward to today in the present relaunch, Connor's conscription into a group he has qualms with isn't the grievance certain media is submitting. A recent Screen Rant article titled Suicide Squad's Superboy Twist is What's Wrong with Modern Comics argues that Superboy's joining of Task Force X is symptomatic of the real underlying issue at hand currently plaguing DC and Marvel. Their tendencies to ignore established continuity whenever they feel like. Yes, and goes hand in hand with the idea of pushing certain woke ideologies, and I think this is also in part the idea of Amanda Waller, strong woman controlling strong man. I think it's got a anti-male, anti-man undertone to it. That'll jinx it. Uh, yes, that's Lady Dragon right there. There's Superboy, and he's wearing some kind of, or at least some kind of eye thing. Granted, having a crisis event makes anything fair game, but writers invest time, passion, and energy, ideally anyway, into crafting stories intended as meaningful turns for the character they're assigned to. In his piece, Screen Rant writer Matthew Kimball points to the parallel continuity of stories such as Tom King's Batman Catwoman and Grant Morrison's X-Men, noting that they were essentially retconned out of existence. This, I guess, is from Reign of the Superman. This artwork right here. Supergirl leading the charge. Short's Dark Knight's Death Metal, The Last 52 War of the Multiverse 2020. However, he keeps the emphasis firmly on Connor Kent and specifically the newly reestablished relationship between Connor and Superman as brought briefly back into canon by Brian Michael Bendis during his run on Action Comics. But the problem with tying Connor Kent to Suicide Squad like this is the same problem both Marvel and DC have with continuity. They keep ignoring the status quo that was set up by old writers, wrote Kimball. Anything that doesn't necessarily fit their agenda. Oh, see, look at this. Look at this. He looks like he's sick. Look, he's shackled with kryptonite shackles right there. Look at that. You can even see some of the green tint in his skin, as he's absorbing the radiation. Look at his foot right there. Like some of the kryptonite has seeped into his skin. In the case of Superboy, he continued, putting Connor Kent on the Suicide Squad is a major blow to the new status quo that Brian Michael Bendis created as he left Action Comics. Long story short, Connor was reintroduced by Bendis and Clark, and Clark suddenly remembered all their history again. Though Bendis pushed for this to be the new status quo and may have wanted other writers to explore this plot twist, that's unlikely to happen with Connor suddenly a member of Waller's rank and file, assuming Bendis restored Keenan is still in play. I guess this is probably from what they're talking about there. Comic books existing in a shared universe can provide many opportunities for writers to improve on one another's ideas. Kimball concluded, but a shared universe of characters can only work if that there is actual continuity between writers. Let's see. What name is Sammy? Yeah, DC just doesn't do it for me. Well, we know Slam Bradley did. He was in DC. We know Slam Bradley. I know you guys like Slam Bradley. He was a DC character, of course, created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster. So, I don't mind DC. Marvel though is so bad. I guess today it is. Look at Superboy in this way. Um, he's a minority enslaved by a rich elite. Say that too, a lefty, and ask them why they endorse slavery of minorities. Laugh out loud. Ah, that would be a very interesting thing to say there. Um, let's see. Many fans will agree with the conclusion drawn, and therein lies the real rub. Without meaning to, Screen Rant is treading on the edges of common ground with Comicsgate and the number of comic book fans who regularly decry their favorite characters being rewritten to score woke points or tell a pointless and senseless yet politically motivated story. Yeah, I'm just reading the little um some of the thing there. CG can shine a spotlight on the same problem with modern comics, but will be called every name in the book for doing so. Why? Because the so called mobs and toxic fans tend to finish the thought and diagnose the real problems. Maybe, and if such is the case, that's what enrages the cathedral and really upsets status quo. What do you make of Screen Rant's argument against Connor's membership in the Suicide Squad? That's, well, since I haven't been reading those particular stories, I wouldn't have much to say on it. I'm not as much in the know, so let's see. Who wrote this? Dang, right on. Yeah, the guy's name is, I think the guy's name who wrote the article, BatGoat, I believe is J.B. Augustine. Let's see. Yeah, JB, the guy's name who wrote this article is JB Augustine. So, I don't know who Screen Rant is. I don't know if he's a YouTuber or a social media guy or what have you. But yeah. So yeah. So anyways, well, he's speaking the truth. Nice to hear. Well, but yeah, I think between the two, bounding into comics is probably is more like, let's say, to the right idea. They're more in line with the guys like EVS and Cecil and Yellow Flash. CBR tends to be more to the left. They're more, you know, but again, we don't necessarily again here. I will touch upon those stories, but I try to just cover more general stuff. So don't go too deep into all the ridiculousness of the other stuff. But anyways, so that's all from the comics section there. Let's get into the anime stories. I'll do that. Let's see if there's any more comments you guys have to say. Wow. So we're about 47 and a half minutes into this. So um yes, thanks for pointing that out. Yeah. Now, Grant, I know there was a few weeks there where I was reading more stories from CBR than from Bounding into Comics, only because, again, I was more generally cover like releases and stuff, not as much the cancel culture stuff. And plus Bounding into Comics, like CBR has stuff coming out every day and multiple stories coming out every day. Where CBR has, maybe in a week has maybe like 7 to 10 for the whole week. So that's another reason why it doesn't. I don't have as many Bounding into Comic stories all the time. But anyways, get into this one by John F. Trent, dated today. My Hero Academia releases new action-packed teaser of season 5's joint training battles. The official My Hero Academia Twitter account released a new action-packed teaser showcasing a number of the students from both Class 1A and Class. Okay, I guess one of those is supposed to be 1B, but from both Class A and Class 1A. Class 1A and Class 1A. I think one of those is supposed to be typo. That would be 1B. As they face off in the joint training battles. A new teaser comes as the show's fifth season is set to debut on March 27th in Japan, which is this Saturday. Take a look. And that's all in Japanese right there. The show's fifth season will be adapting the joint training battle arc from the manga, which was covered between chapters 195 and 216. The fifth season will put a bigger spotlight on the students from Class 1B and their quirks as they face off against the students of 1A, Class 1A, in a series of battles. Not only will Class 1B be sharing the spotlight, but General Studies student um, Hitoshi Shinso takes part in the exercises and, in fact, participates in battles against both Class 1A and Class 1B. with pretty much all of Class 1B's quirks not really showcased since the sports festival, as well as the return of Shinzo. My Hero Academia's fifth season promises tons of action and will push Deku to the limit. It begins on March 7th in Japan. HITC reports that the March 27th episode will be a recap episode, with the first episode of season 5 debuting on Saturday, April 3rd. What are you most looking forward to? So, anyways. Oh, there we go. There's all the bounding into comic stories. Typo, laugh out loud. Yeah. Sometimes it happens, right? Okay, so okay, and we just went back down to 4 apparently. ah, but for the most part, I think the count has been fairly accurate, so at least that's good. Tug has the comic in. Looks well. The trading cards look awesome. He said he'll be shipping soon. Well, that's good. I'm back up to 5. That's good to see. So, anyways, so let's get into this article then. 5 essential light novels for beginners. The light novel medium continues to grow in scope and popularity in the West. Here are 5 classic series that readers of all ages can enjoy. And let's see, Boogie Pop Phantom, Spice and Wolf. That might be Sword Art Online on the left there. So let's. Okay, so many anime series source material comes from manga, while a few, like Code Geass, are completely original. However, there's another medium regularly inspiring anime that continues to grow in popularity in the West, the light novel. For those not in the know, light novels are very different from manga. They're essentially the same as regular books, but with single full-page images, sparsely appearing throughout. Many current and classic anime, from the melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya to bottom-tier character Tomozaki, are originally derived from light novels. Let's take a look at 5 popular light novel series of varying genres that are enjoyable for newcomers of all ages. Boogie Pop. Yes, I've seen Boogie Pop Phantom. It's a pretty surreal anime. Let's see what they have to say about the light novel here of it. The classic supernatural series, widely credited as sparking the light novel's popularity in Japan, Kohei Kadono's Boogie Pop is a set of epic psychological thriller stories when female students suddenly start disappearing from Shinyo Academy. Most of their classmates believe they just ran away, but the truth is far more sinister, and the supposedly fictional Shinigami Boogie Pop is somehow involved. As the stories continue, Boogie Pop and many other characters must confront their true nature as the world around them comes into increasing peril from a mysterious otherworldly organization. Do 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 do. Originally published starting in 1998, the Boogie Pop series has seen a resurgence in recent years, with the first 6 novels compiled into 2 English omnibus editions released in 2018 and 2019. A new version of the classic anime, titled Boogie Pop and Others, also aired on Funimation in early 2019. For fans of the supernatural horror or a story that challenges the reader's mind, look no further than Boogie Pop. Spice and Wolf. R.I.P. Boogie Pop. Get it? Yep. Spice and Wolf. Another widely loved light novel series and anime is the fantasy adventures of Spice and Wolf. The story follows traveling merchant Kraft Lawrence, who in Funimation's dub is voiced by J. Michael Tatum, a simple man learning his trade. He desires to settle down and run his own shop one day. That is until his life is turned upside down when he meets Holo, voiced in the Funimation dub by Brina Palencia, a wolf goddess with a teenage appearance, but is actually over 600 years old. I wonder how you'd explain that one to an SJW. Girl looks kind of like a teenager, but she's 600 years old. So is that still the P word to them? I don't know. Anyways, ah, um, Holo had blessed the local town with good harvest for many years, but a few barren seasons left the townsfolk. But a few barren seasons left the townsfolk taking her for granted. Now she desires to return to her homeland and see her family once again. Her traveling adventures with Lawrence spark many hijinks, clever schemes, and conversations, and just maybe some romance. A wolf goddess and a normal human. That's kind of interesting. What do you say? When people in chat always used to say R.I.P. Boogie, um, and then everyone would say Boogie 2988 was dead. Um, I know it's dumb. How about that? If you know Boogie, then you know McJugger McNuggets. Okay. Laugh out loud. I only see Boogie when the quartering is talking about what dumb stuff he's done this time. The gun thing was redonkulous. Right there, BatGoat. Anyways, the beloved anime only ran for 2 seasons, never fully adapting its original story. But fans and newcomers alike can enjoy Lawrence and Holo's tale from start to finish via Isuna Hasekura's set of 22 light novels, along with 5 spin-off novels titled Wolf and Parchment. Oh boy, I wonder what this one's going to be. Sword Art Online, Progressive. I just hope it's not. I hope it's not the progressive we know is progressive, SJW progressive. One of the most popular and debated sci-fi action adventure anime of the 2010s and 20s, the original Sword Art Online follows protagonist Kazuto Kirito Kirigaya as he and 10,000 other players get trapped in a new VR game, Sword Art Online. But this isn't a simple prank. Anyone who dies in the game also dies in real life. The series follows Kirito, fellow gamer Asuna Yuki, and by the way, Kirito voiced by Bryce Papenbrook, Asuna voiced by Karami Lee in the Bang Zoom dub, Studiopolis Viz Media dub. Um, as they struggle to survive the game of death and enjoy many epic adventures beyond. Sword Art Online Progressive is a rewritten version of the Aincrad story arc from Reki Kawahara's original series. That arc was covered in just 2 novels and took criticism for feeling rushed in spots. But Progressive spans 6 volumes so far and covers Kirito and Asuna's journey far more slowly and gradually as they advance through each individual floor of the game. In many readers' views, Progressive is the best way to begin with Sword Art Online. Monogatari. Now, just to let you guys know, Monogatari is Japanese for story, I believe. I think it translates into English as story. So for a while, I kept falling for it. Art of the R.I.P. Boogie Laugh Out Loud. Um, Terrence Poop, but Terrence Pop. Let's see. Always funny to see someone bite. What? What? He died? Chat. Snickers. I saw someone post a joke. I forgot who posted it about one way to get kicked out from it being locked up. Um, just mentions the N word in game and see how it fast Kirito will stay. Laugh out loud. Hmm. So as I said, Monogatari. Monogatari, I think, is a Japanese translates into English as story. English translation for Monogatari is story. Story or tale, I believe. And there's a number of them have Monogatari in the title or a form of Monogatari in the like Bake Monogatari, for example, is Ghost Story. But anyways, a supernatural light novel series unmatched in terms of its wit, suspense, compelling storytelling, slapstick humor, and pop culture references. Monogatari follows high school senior Koyomo Araragi as he's attacked by a vampire one night, but survives, partially turning into a vampire himself. His newfound abilities bring him into contact with several female classmates and acquaintances as they deal with a host of yokai, Japanese word for demon, I believe, ghosts, and spirits, and many other types of apparitions, along with their own deep lying personal troubles. As of early 2021, the main series consists of a whopping 28 volumes, with the first 20 published in English via Vertical Press. The lengthy titles all contain the suffix monogatari and aren't directly numbered, making it confusing to newcomers, but here's a guide that will help with that. So, and that I think that's more of a, this right here is like a link to that guide is what they're talking about. I said there's a number of titles with monogatari in them. So 86 dash spelled out 86. Boogie can't die when you're dead inside. Hmm. As we continue on here, the most recently published entry on this list, Asato's military drama 8686, almost defies the name light novel. An emotional story with an anime set to air in April 2021, so coming up in a couple weeks. 8686 follows two nations, the Republic of San Magnolia and the Empire of Jihad, who have been at war for 9 years. The Republic leaders told their citizens that the war has no casualties as it's being fought entirely by unmanned drones. But that isn't true. In reality, these drones, called juggernauts, are piloted by a race of people called the 86, who were discriminated against for their lineage and skin color and were sent to the battlefield to die, basically making them expendable soldiers. A highly popular ongoing series, 8686, is a heavy story that deals in war, inner trauma, racism, corrupt politicians, and teenagers who know nothing else but battle. Protagonist Shine Shin Nozen and his squad's new commander, Vladilena Lena Milze, never see each other face to face, but fight together against impossible odds as they discover increasingly dark secrets about their home nation and world around them. All 5 of these light novel series are available physically via Barnes and Nobles and Right Stuff Anime, and are available physically or digitally through Amazon. There you go. There's that story. And how we doing on time? Wow, we're past the hour mark. We're almost done with the stories. So. 6 people, yay! 6 people. Laugh out loud. He's a mess. I guess you're talking about that boogie guy you guys are talking about, huh? Okay, so here's a pretty interesting big story here. Berserker, Keanu Reeves comic lands movie anime deal at Netflix. So Keanu Reeves comic Berserker is coming in movie and anime form, would seem. Netflix will be adapting Keanu Reeves' comic Berserker as both a film and anime series, with the actor starring in both projects. Keanu right there. kind of interesting they'd be interested in working with him since, from what I understand, he tends to lean a little more to the right. But I could be wrong on that. Keanu Reeves will star in a feature film adaptation and anime spin-off series based on his Boom comic book series Berserker. THR, which I believe stands for The Hollywood Reporter, revealed that Netflix landed the rights to the Boom Studios comic that debuted earlier this month. Reeves will produce alongside Ross Ritchie and Stephen Christie for Boom Studios, and Stephen Hamel of Company Films, Adam Yolen of Boom Studios, will executive produce. The comic is set to run for 12 issues, which the film will adapt, while the anime will explore other facets of the larger universe. Reeves created the concept for the book and lent his likeness to the protagonist, which is written by Matt Kent, Mind MGMT, and illustrated by Ron Garney, Amazing Spider-Man. Per Netflix and Boom, Berserker is a brutally epic saga about an immortal warrior's 80,000 year fight through the ages. A man known only as B is half mortal and half god, and cursed and compelled to violence, even at the sacrifice of his sanity. But after wandering the earth for centuries, B may have finally found a refuge. Working for the U.S. government to fight the battles too violent and too dangerous for anyone else. In exchange, B will be granted the one thing he desires, the truth about his endless, blood-soaked existence and how to end it. Already Netflix trying to sink their teeth into content. I hate Netflix. I really hate that I keep paying for it. Uh, uh, the comic is already a massive hit for the publisher, having sold over 600,000 copies of the first issue. That makes the title the biggest launch in decades and the best-selling single issue since Jason Aaron and John Cassidy's Star Wars #1 for Marvel Comics in 2015, which sold over 1 million copies total. More impressively, Berserker hit the milestone a month before it was even released in stores. I mean, that many sales, and people haven't even actually got the book yet. That's impressive. Alongside bringing his ongoing comic into two mediums, Reeves recently wrapped production on Matrix 4. He will also begin shooting John Wick 4 this spring. Boom Studios, meanwhile, has a first look deal with Netflix for more potential live action and animated features and series. So further comic book adaptations could soon be in the works at the streaming service. Written by Keanu Reeves and Matt Kent, illustrated by Ron Garney, colored by Bill Crabtree, lettered by Clem Robbins, and with character designs and covers by Raphael Grandpa. Berserker #1 is on sale now from Boom Studios. There's no release date yet for the film or animated series. Well, I mean, of course not, because they just signed the contract. Of course not. They just signed the contract. Oh, there you go. That's all the news items we got for tonight, guys. Let's see. Dumb title, name though. Seems more like they went to the fifth dimension to me, BatGoat. I think it's pronounced berserker, but they just left all the vowels out, like Mr. Mix, yes, split, mix, yes, bit lick. So, anyways, how do you guys like those stories? They were pretty interesting, huh? Now we're in 16 here. Excuse me, I gotta step away from the computer for a moment or so. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so let's see. Wow, there's a few comments that came down to. Okay, I Quitty. Mr. Mixic Splitlick must come from the same part of dispatch as Joe Bafootskin. Yeah, dog patch. Oh, he comes from the fifth dimension, actually, but at Leto and let's see. Some Redfield action coming up tomorrow. Headshots. Very cool. Drop them zombies. Oh, we got 7 people now. Yay, 7 people. Yes, and neck snapping. Actually, in Chris's campaign in Resident Evil 6, he battles mutated soldiers ahead of zombies. All right, I know that. Hey, solid. I know you said earlier that you're going to be streaming tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Is that Eastern, right? Eastern time. Oh, cool. That Eastern time tomorrow. Yes. All right, so that'd be like 11:30 my time. I if I'm on, maybe I'll try to drop by and say hi. Sometimes I have my computer turned off around that time, so if I happen to be on, I'll try to drop by and say hi. So 1:30 for me. Hmm. Yeah, so if it's 2:30 Eastern, it'd be 11:30 my time, 1:30 in the Central time zone, and then Mountain it would be like 12:30. They both stink. Hmm. Anything else on your mind tonight, guys? I missed this. East is best coast, not. Yeah. Oh, got 7 people in here now. Yay, 7 people. I'm rewatching Mondo season 2. It's really good when I'm not drunk and can remember it. Let's see. I know we just heard from Woody a few minutes ago. Action Toys finally said something. Haven't heard anything from Leto in a while. Kind of funny. I know BatGoat, you said you were going to probably be on the couch, but it looks like you're still able to participate, huh? No, I remember the big surprise. I have no idea what happened in that episode. Uh, yeah, the alcohol might do that to your brain a bit there, my friend. Might make things a little cloudy. How a lot of guys get in trouble. They end up finding out that either they got a girl pregnant or end up waking up in bed with somebody they didn't think they would want to wake up in bed with. Uh, Goat and the lie detector. That was a lie. I've been yapping all night. Yep. You have that. You've been commenting on a lot of stuff. Straight up, what did you hope to learn about here? Find someone else, all doesn't fall apart. Strange, where were you when we started this game? I wish the real world just stop hassling me. Wish the real world would just stop hassling you and me. And look who just showed up. It's anonymity. Hey, hey, evening, gentlemen. I'll be in the company of a lady friend for a little while longer. Have a good one. You got this. Yeah, we already got through all the stories, and then you may need to go back and look them over. Laugh out loud. That's beer though. One Kahlua coffee drink a night seems to be working much better. Laugh out loud. Woohoo! Anon got some. Anon. Yeah, 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 yeah. Straight up, what did you hope to learn about here? Find someone else, all doesn't fall apart. Strange, where were you when we started this game? I wish the real world would just stop hassling me. I wish the real world would just stop hassling you and me and you and me. Yeah. Ain't on another. Oh boy. Oh, I hope his lady friend's not reading that. She's like going, what? Oh boy. Hmm. Yeah, counter's doing very well for us tonight. I got a little signal thing telling me I'm fairly good now. I do a B rip for Anon in Minecraft, of course. All right, so yeah, it looks like we're coming up on an hour and a half here. So if Nick is streaming tonight, I should be seeing a notification on that pretty soon. As always, guys, I do appreciate any and all likes and shares that you guys can help me out with. You know, help get the word out, help get the algorithm up. You know, that's very appreciated. So, um, ah, so how's everybody doing? Hmm. In case you guys are wondering, I'm just looking to see if you guys are saying anything. Yeah, I can respond to. Yellow Flash and Ricada had quite the debate on his stream last. Oh, you talk. Oh boy, yeah, you talking about when they got into. Uh, yeah, that. Yeah, I really felt like okay. Sitting there going, okay, come on, Flash, get to the super chat. We really don't need this, man. I don't really think a lot of you really need the visual of whether or not you think it's gay or not. I don't really think anybody was there for that particular visual. I know you were enjoying it, but you were enjoying laughing at it, but don't really think I personally. If you saw my comment at one point, I was basically asked, like, "Hey, I think you got to get the super chat before people start vomiting." And just in case you guys, well, it's probably better left unsaid. Uh, yeah, all clackers. Uh-huh. That was no. I was gonna vomit from laughing so hard. Yeah, but I think yeah, uh, yeah. I mean, now the thing was though, even even there were times my computer was even having problems. I had to actually leave to like reboot my computer a couple of times. It seemed like, and I don't know if it was on Flash's stream itself or what, but it seemed like it seemed like his stream kept freezing up for some reason. But I did see at times that even other people, I think, were noticing it too. Because I think I saw a few Fs in there. And I think I see think I see the yeah. So um okay. So yeah. So I just got the notification. Nick is streaming tonight. He's going to talk, I guess, about the Project Veritas detention tents and lawsuit. And then a DC judge hates defamation law. As a follow up on the video he did earlier on that stuff. So I guess let's see. I think Project Veritas got past um, New York's TCPA, so they're moving forward with their lawsuit against New York Times. And then Nick did a video earlier on, I guess, how one judge um, called out the New York Times versus Sullivan case that gave us this whole idea of two different types of people: private citizens and public figures. The whole thing that the whole TCPA is based on. All right. Well, we're already past an hour and a half here. We're an hour and 35. Um, does seem like the conversation is starting to slow down a bit. So, are you guys ready for? I think it's a good time to start winding down here. Are you guys ready for this day in each history? Let me see. Are you guys ready for this day in each history? It's a good time to start maybe winding down a bit here. Ready. I'm ready. Okay. All right. So, as I said, I think I'm going to start winding down here. So, without no further ado, today is Monday, and by the way, I think we're officially into spring now. I think as of today, I don't know if it was today or Saturday or something like that, but um, Life's in Niche, March 22nd, 2021. Yeah, so today I don't know if this is the actual first day of spring or if it already happened, but has today is March 22nd, 2021. So let's take a look back on and see what's happened on this date in Nietzsche history. So first off, we're going to travel all the way back 40 years ago today to 1981, in which on this date in 1980, let's see, there's another thing that was said here. Vernal equinox. Okay, vernal equinox. Anyways, on this date in 1981, 40 years ago today, Paul Jones and the Masked Superstar would regain the Mid Atlantic version of the NWA World Tag Team titles from Ray Stevens and Ivan Koloff in Greensboro. The crippler Ray Stevens, who was well known um, for his tag team with Nick Bockwinkel in the AWA, so I know Woody, you probably know a little bit about that. Ivan Koloff, known for a whole Russian angle. Him, his kayfabe nephew Nikita, and Crusher Khrushchev, portrayed by Barry Darso, going up in their wars against Dusty Rhodes and the Road Warriors. And in an interesting note, you have Masked Superstar, who was portrayed by Bill Eadie. A few years after this, about 6 years after this, in '87, would become Acts of Demolition. So on this date in 1981, 40 years ago today, Paul Jones and Masked Superstar, aka Bill Eadie, among other characters he played, would regain the the Mid-Atlantic version of the NWA World Tag Team titles um, the crippler Ray Stevens and Ivan Koloff. So, I guess I have anything much more to say on that, Woody? I guess. Uh, so, with that, let's move on to the next piece of Nietzsche history. On this date, 15 years ago today, um, Archie Comics would release the 160th issue of Sonic the Hedgehog. It sold for $2.25 for 32 pages. So on this date, 15 years ago today, the 160th issue of Sonic the Hedgehog by Archie Comics went on sale. This is an example of a comic book company making a comic book adaptation of a already licensed product. I guess the story was called Out of the Blue. So there you go. 15 years ago today, Archie Comics set on the sale the 160th issue of Sonic the Hedgehog. So, and moving forward still. On this date, 10 years ago today, the American 3D computer animated musical adventure comedy film Rio by Blue Sky Studios in conjunction with 20th Century Fox was released on this day in released on this date in the year 2011, 10 years ago today, starring the voices of Anne Hathaway, Jesse Eisenberg, Jermaine Clement, Leslie Mann, um, George Lopez, and Jamie Foxx. So on this date, 10 years ago today, the 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 3D computer animated film Rio was released into theaters. So there you guys go. That's it for this day in Niche history. I thank you guys for joining me again tonight. Um, I hope you guys got a lot of out of the stories. You know, found them interesting. Um, and don't forget, Friday night, BatGoat and I will be continuing with the the comic book history retrospect. We'll be looking at May of 1937. Um, beginning of woke in Hollywood, absolute shiite. uh, all right, guys. Well, thank you again for joining me. I appreciate all the likes and shares, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.